So we're here at mile 0, the KVR. So we've just completed the Columbia and Western Rail Trail. And with every end is a new beginning. And we're going to start our journey along the KVR towards Hope.
Wow, that sounds nice. They'd have, well, they wouldn't have this, but if they had it, there'd be seatbelts up here.
No seatbelts up
And
here.
a caution, climb at own risk.
Yeah.
You might fall at sudden stops of the railway. PBR!
shade.
Oh, banana chips.
So I want to mention the banana chips. These are homemade and they're wonderful. Better than the store-bought ones. They're maybe a little chewier, but there's no salt or anything on there and they taste better. So if you have a dehydrator, buy yourself some bananas and make banana chips.
Yum!
Oh, a trestle. So we stopped for the day in the provincial park just outside of Rock Creek, and we're going to stay here. It was a really short day, but it's a nice spot, so we're going to stay here. And dinner's going to be tofu and rice. Not for quite a while, but I'll get it soaking. Looks like lots of vegetables in there.
Oh.
And I have, I believe I've frozen the tofu and thawed it and frozen it again, and then I think I soaked it. I can't quite remember. Backpackingchef.com for the details on how to deal with dehydrating tofu.
Look at all the colors in here. That looks so good. I can see broccoli, I can see mushroom, I can see tofu and carrots, very obviously. Rice, yeah, that's very obvious. Oopsie, did I just lose something? There. I think that we start with that.
Yeah,
How's that?
too much to fit on a plate.
Yeah.
Alright, let's eat. So breakfast today is going to be scrambled eggs and polenta with smoked peppers and ham and beans from the looks of it. And lunch is going to be a cold tuna pasta salad, which has olives for sure, looks like green beans, tomatoes, and macaroni. The macaroni is pre-cooked and dried, which is sort of counterintuitive, but that way it doesn't need cooking again, and even if it did need cooking, it would take less fuel. It would just need warming, really. So even though this is a cold lunch, that is pasta that has been pre-cooked. Looks like some pannier repair going on here.
Here, look. It's already looking better.
Nice job. Here we go again.
Woo! And it straight down. Holy.
Beautiful camping spot here.
Beautiful.
I mean, we're gonna have a short day today, but maybe not quite this short, so we'll have to pass this one by. But man, look at that. So we're stopped here about 10 kilometers outside of Beaverdale. We're just gonna have some lunch. Not that we need it. I mean, we've had breakfast, we've stopped for apple pie and everything else, but we're gonna stop for lunch.
Dusty.
Yeah. We're running a bit ahead of schedule, so probably another really short day today. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so who knows what we'll do. But lunch is the tuna pasta salad that we put in the thermos this morning. This thermos cooking for lunch is a game changer. You can have a really good hot or cold lunch, and works really well.
I think the good stuff is all stuck on the bottom.
Okay, we'll give it a shake.
I gotta clean my
Okay, I'll
hands
shut
off.
this off for a second. There's an interesting
Ooh.
recipe with the olives, so I'm anxious to try it. This is another Chef Glenn thing, backpackingchef.com.
Just try and dump it in your cup and then you can share it. Yum. high water.
Why is that? You have all the, like...
I'm protecting it from the bear, because what happens is they might, or the mice, they might smell this. So what I do before we go to bed, I put this in this bag with all the other little snacks, roll it up, press the air out, and then I put it up in here.
So specifically the chocolate you keep safe, but the balance of our meals...
Well, because they don't smell, they're vacuum packed. This one is just...
So we're just getting our food sorted out this evening, deciding what to eat. We're going to have potatoes, chicken, and vegetables for dinner. Grits and sausage for breakfast tomorrow. And unstuffed peppers for lunch. So that'll be a hot thermos lunch. We'll put boiling water in the thermos. And there is a cheese to go on at lunch. And that should get us through the day. And here we have the potatoes, chicken, and vegetables going into the water for a soak.
There we go.
Alright, so we're going to plate up that
This.
potatoes, chicken, and vegetables. It's looking pretty good.
Yeah. Lots of food again. This is a small portion, or no, regular.
Yeah,
Not large.
I really can't remember.
Oh, a big portion. That's all right. Maybe we can do it. How about we start with that?
Looks good to me. Alright, dinner's on.
Yeah.
Morning. The forecast rain is upon us, which is a great sign because we're headed west. There's an out of control wildfire. Where's that wildfire?
Between Summerlin and Penticton, close to Osprey Lakes.
Close to Osprey Lakes, yeah. So we'll be a while getting there because we have a planned detour to Okanagan Falls for a couple of days. We're going to visit a winery before going back to Penticton and continuing west, but maybe this rain will help with the wildfire situation, which would be a very good thing. Just looking at the Big Agnes copper spur design, and you can see the tent poles there and there, and then there's a cross pole there, and it makes a bucket in the middle. If the poles crossed with the cross pole meeting it in the same place to create a single high point, we wouldn't have a couple of pounds of water sitting on the fly. If I remember correctly, that's how our previous tent was, and it was, what, 30 or 40 years old, so we haven't really come a long ways in design. I understand that having these asymmetrical poles pre-bent creates a lot of headroom at one end, but honestly, I'd give up 150 millimeters of headroom to have a better design. The other thing with this spider pole configuration where they're all attached is it makes setup not difficult, but a little more complicated. You can't put one pole together, set it aside, put the other pole together. You have to deal with all sections at once. It's not difficult, but it's certainly not an elegant design, I have to say. Perhaps there's just too much time to stare at the tent this morning, but it's interesting to note that the more water that accumulates in that little triangular bucket, the heavier it becomes, and it pulls additional fabric into that space, making the bucket deeper and heavier yet. The Big Agnes has two zippers on the door, one at the end and one in the middle. This being the one in the middle here, just outside. So that zipper in the fly aligns pretty well with the anticipated drain, shall we say, for that bucket. So if you're the type of person that likes to exit by the central zipper, I would be giving your choice some serious consideration if it's raining.
Unless you like a morning shower.
So I'm just about to leave the tent, and you can see as that little puddle up there gets deeper, eventually it will pull the seam underwater, and we would get to test the waterproofness of the fly seam, but we want to get going, and I don't have time to wait around, as interesting as this is. So we're going to leave that experiment for another day. Just getting ready to have, what was it? It was sausage and grits for breakfast, and emptying some rainwater out of the plates. It's been raining pretty good, which is great to see with the forest fire situation we have here. And you can see that Karen's wearing an emergency poncho. That's something I've been carrying on the bike. I've been carrying a couple of those for a few years now, just for emergencies really. And Karen's got this next to new fancy high-tech rain jacket underneath that. But not saying all modern outdoor equipment is crap or anything like that, but she doesn't trust it. Alright, just getting geared up to leave our campsite here and get riding. Make a few kilometers today. Forecast is for clearer skies ahead later this afternoon. But would be better if it just kept pouring rain on all these forest fires. So the last couple of days in Christina Lake and Greenwood and Kettle Provincial Park, we've seen extremes of temperature, with it being just above freezing in the morning and 30 plus degrees during the day. Today, although it's raining, it's much more moderate. I think this morning it felt like it was 8 or 10 degrees getting out of the tent, and don't expect it to get to anywhere close to 30 today, so much more moderate temperature today. The rain has let up, so we're going to stop for some snacks.
Ooh, we also still have tomato.
Oh yeah.
Oh, slices. But I'm hunting for the pineapple. Ooh, there's dried cherry. So good too.
We brought a lot of snacks, but we haven't been going through very many snacks. The meals, the portion size has been generous to say the least, so we've been a little light on snack consumption, but
yeah.
But I feel like some pineapple. Yeah. Dehydrated pineapple.
Very good. Sweet, actually. But
Yeah, so it's been raining pretty steady, but we decided to stop and have some lunch. And this morning, well, yesterday we decided that today was likely to rain and we might appreciate a hot lunch. And we weren't wrong. So here comes the unstuffed peppers that's been in the thermos.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, nice hot lunch on a wet day. Must be good to the last drop, eh?
Well, we got it like clean the thermos. Eh?
Yeah.
It's important. Yeah.
So a couple of years ago I made Tabasco sauce out of peppers that Karen grew in the garden. And fermented Tabasco sauce, part of the process is draining the pulp and the seeds off. And I kept that, the pulp and the seeds, and dehydrated it. And that's been a really useful spice for us. And that was the main flavor in today's lunch, and it was delicious.
And now it's still soup.
Yeah. So we're camped here at McCulloch Reservoir Recreation Site. It's on Hydraulic Lake, I believe. And trying to dry things out. We've been soaked today. And we're going to have shrimp linguine for dinner. And we'll get that soaking. Oh, look at that. That's the sauce for it. So yeah, I'll get that in there. And here's a garnish, cheese garnish. Good healthy dinner again. So we had a full day of rain today on our way to Hydraulic Lake. But the wind is picking up and look at that sky. Looks like the weather's not done with us yet. look at that.
Yeah. Look at that.
What was that? Shrimp?
Shrimp marinara.
Linguine.
Oh, shrimp linguine.
Forgotten already,
But
it
it's
looks
with
good.
tomato marinara.
Yeah, that's right.
And look how much there is.
You always like that big portion. Oh yeah. Don't forget the garnish.
Oh yeah.
And for breakfast tomorrow, we've chosen scrambled eggs and polenta with rice and ham. And for lunch, it'll be a sushi rice bowl, which will be a cold lunch. We're counting on nice warm weather again tomorrow.
But I'm
in
sure
contrast to our blustery evening here.
But I'm sure there'll be a separate video clip on this.
Come on with the garnish. Lots of lip.
Hey.
So we're just having an after dinner walk here, and this is the small lake. I guess it's right south of Hydraulic Lake. I think it's called Minnow Lake or something like that. And there's these pipe sections on the shore, and with a name like Hydraulic Lake on the main reservoir there, I had to ask the camp attendant what the history of this area was, and he believes that water was pumped up into Hydraulic Lake from Idabel, and Hydraulic Lake, a man-made reservoir, was used to irrigate crops for Kelowna, and that would predate the rail grade, so that was interesting to learn for sure.
Oh, nice, eh? Huh? Well, cool. Yeah. Hard to kneel on this stuff. Ooh, we're cold, yeah. Cold. I gotta put another layer on right now.
So last night after getting into bed, we were hammered by some pretty vicious wind and a bit more rain. But on waking up this morning, you can see pretty hard freeze. So definitely chilly this morning, to say the least. I think doing this trip later in the year, you'd have to be prepared for snow, really. Even now, we could have snow.
Ooh, I think this has rice in it. Oh, interesting. Egg and rice? No, it's yeah, rice
I can't
and
remember.
polenta. Very interesting.
Ooh, it looks good.
Looks very good. Ooh, and there's lots of it. Oh my god. Oh.
We've been burning through the calories though. It's cold, and yesterday we were wet all day. Oh man.
Here. We'll leave that for seconds.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so these dehydrated pear slices are absolute candy. So we're between Hydraulic Lake and the first of the trestles that we'll see today, and this is our view of Kelowna and Okanagan Lake. I think we're still at roughly 1,200 meters, which is the elevation of Hydraulic Lake.
Ah. Ooh. Whoa.
Nice spot for lunch.
Yeah. Which way? Ooh.
So we're going for potatoes for tonight's dinner. We've had rice yesterday, so we're swapping the starches, I guess. And I'll open that up, find out how much water we need, and get dinner soaking. We're here at Chute Lake Recreation Site. So dinner going in the pot. I wanted to mention that I may have optimistically estimated yesterday's temperatures. Karen just checked the temperature here today, and warmest part of the day, and we're at 13 degrees. So I might have been a little bit optimistic yesterday.
Just above the red site, that's funny. Okay, I think we go back, huh?
Or just down and out this way.
It's the road?
Has to.
That looks excellent. Broccoli, potato, beef. Wow. Hey?
Looks pretty good to me.
There's going to be seconds. You don't mind that either.
Seconds every time now.
We don't mind. One bit.
No. No, I think we're going through the calories just with the temperatures being so low, and yesterday being soaking wet all day.
There you go.
Oh yeah, looking forward to seconds.
Yeah, me too. And it's just vegetables anyway.
It's actually 80% vegetarian. I mean, aside from the beef, every other thing in there is a vegetable. Oh.
Alright, excuse my fingers.
And you have a big bucket of tea.
Oh, That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, after drinking most of my coffee.
I had a sip. Ridiculous.
Now we're just on the side of the trail here. We initially thought we might have lunch in Penticton today, but we are stopping along the way to do some of the rock oven trails, etc. So it may be a longer morning than we think. So I've decided to do a tuna pasta salad for lunch instead of counting on being in Penticton. So we'll just get that going. Pretty risky with one hand.
Yeah, they sprayed it with the cotton.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Solar panels, maybe? Oh, it's a beauty. Now.
Okay. Do you do anything else? Is it on?
I hope so. If it's not, it's not.
No, I see it's on.
Go ahead. I know you want to check if there's pizza in there.
Not particularly.
You're always hungry.
Beginning there's a lot of water, so.